You make plans for your creative work. You set due dates, you block out time, you get yourself organized, and then almost nothing goes according to plan. Things take longer than expected, other priorities intrude, deadlines slip. After enough of that, it's easy to wonder, why waste time planning at all if my plans never actually make me get my creative work done? Give me the next few minutes and I'll show you the missing perspective that reveals the true purpose of planning and why your plans may not be failing as often as you think. And if you want our Four Fascinating Tells Snapshot, which reveals hidden misalignments that may be slowing your progress on your creative work, drop tells below and I'll DM it to you. I'm Christine Karen, founder of Good Jelly. I help people who care deeply about their creative work stop trying to be productive and craft progress instead. So their progress becomes not just reliable, but inevitable. So, planning. Some people swear by it, other people hate planning, absolutely hate it. Often, beneath those strong feelings on either side is a lack of understanding of the true purpose of planning. In those debates, planning takes on almost a mythical status. It is either the magic thing that sets your creativity free, or it's the great and terrible evil that will suck the very marrow out of your creativity. No wonder people have such visceral opinions on planning and creative work. The reality is, planning is powerful and useful, but in a much more humble way. And giving it all that epic status is why so many people get a little screwed up around planning, no matter if they love it or hate it. When we step back from the stories we tell ourselves about planning, we can get to know its true purpose. And here are three key truth distinctions that allow planning to work for you without all the debating. First, let's talk about where people think plans go awry. When they make a plan and it fails because they don't get everything done on the plan. Here's the truth: a plan is a guess. That's it. With the data you have at the time, you are making an estimate for what you think you can get done in a set amount of time. Yet, for a lot of people, the moment they write a plan down, their brain starts to think that's the truth, a perfect prediction of the future's unfolding. And then when reality hits and maybe the plan doesn't go exactly to plan, they think the plan failed. So here's truth distinction number one: plans are always made with incomplete data. Expecting them to perfectly predict the future and your future output is a misunderstanding of what a plan fundamentally is. The second place people get messed up around planning is when the plan supposedly fails. Most people don't calmly think, okay, so I underestimated something or something unexpected came up. Let me just adjust my plan. No, they turn on themselves. Blame and internal recriminations, telling themselves that they're being lazy or didn't work hard enough. A missed due date becomes a whole thing rather than just an estimate that needs to be adjusted. Here's truth distinction number two: missing a due date means you missed a due date that was an estimate, a guess. It doesn't mean that something's morally wrong with you or that you have to punish yourself for days on end by making a harsher plan. And finally, here is the biggest distinction, the one that puts too much pressure on planning. Most people fundamentally do not understand the purpose of planning. A lot of people use plans like weapons, especially people with creative work. I will write this plan down, put these due dates on my calendar, and that will make me get my butt into gear. They use the plan as a forcing mechanism, and often a very punishing forcing mechanism. Then, if the plan, quote, fails again, they think they need a tougher plan. Okay, so that bazooka of a plan didn't work? Well, now I'm going to make a plan that is full drone warfare. Somehow, making progress with creative work has turned into warfare. No wonder plans and planning have gotten such a bad rap. The purpose of planning is to help you make progress. That's it. Plans are your partner. A successful plan is one that helped you make progress. Slowing down to plan allows you to connect into yourself, regroup where you are, and assess if the actions you just took are generating the progress that you want. The planning process gives you spaciousness to adjust and refine your approach to making progress week to week to week. So, if you've been wondering if your planning has been helping you, change the measure. Instead of expecting it to be some magical, mythical forcing function, let it be humbly what it is meant to be, a useful partner in helping you make progress on your creative work, making that progress more reliable, even inevitable. And remember, if you want our Four Fascinating Tells Snapshot, which reveals more hidden misalignments that may be slowing your progress on your creative work, drop tells below and I'll DM it to you.